everyone, Gamer1 here, and this is the football game everyone's been waiting for. Jordan versus Kayden. Historic moment right now, so enjoy this football game. God bless, peace, and goodbye. See you in the next video.
You've made it to the finals, almost messing up in the beginning, but you made it to the finals in the end because you started catching up and winning.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel after winning that?
I feel alright. Yeah, I feel alright. I feel like we just gotta play this last game and see what happens.
You guys just skipped it. We're back. Let me get my ring. Not my ring, but... So, Josh, we're at the end of the tournament. Kayden and Jordan has made it to the end.
All right.
So, yeah. Let me see where... I need to find my...
His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Here he is on third and long.
We're in the final what? Final two teams. It's Ravens and Eagles, what it should have been in the Super Bowl. Josh, what are you gonna say? This is not even teams. I think I forgot to turn that setting on. Oh well, doesn't matter. Now it's an actual game. Oh! First touchdown! He's gonna spike the ball.
Hey, another controller. That controller's low.
Yeah, I'm charging it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I hate these teams. What was? Hey, when you lost first round?
Yeah, he lost to Kayden. He's my...
Are those real diamonds?
Yeah.
You said yeah? No, they're not.
Nah. I'm about to say, who's taking home the ring and flexing it this Thursday?
I think we all know who's going to take home the ring.
What, Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, Kayden really went crazy the last two games.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I don't know.
And remember, Jordan almost lost to Kayden. Kayden went crazy in the end.
You're living in the past right now.
You're living in the past. Now he's warmed up. Now he's ready. He didn't play for a little bit.
That's fair.
Oh, wow. He got him.
He's got a skill set that a lot of quarterbacks sure love to have.
It's second and 5.
getting home there. More on Jalen Hurts with Tom Arnold.
Option three, they get
The
to run
driving
lead.
force can say to us this week.
Oh, there ain't no way he's going to
What happened? What happened to the guy in the middle? Doing spins.
Yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result here every time. Nice play, solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were close to breaking off an explosive run,
I was supposed to defend my world champion today against Luke, but not defend it against someone else.
So well on the biggest stage.
Down, and they
Something
go right
Tom
back
can
to
certainly
it.
appreciate,
Give
Kevin.
them a few yards on that run. 2nd and 7.
I'm thinking about just putting on an 8-man smash match, and just last one standing becomes the new US champion. No one knows the play.
softening up the front, opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Very conservative play call there.
Where's 47 doing?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Oh, he's going. He's going.
No way, bro.
First down.
Stopped on his own side at the 49.
In this Super Bowl.
9-yard gain and go for a first down.
Jordan just came up.
What? What do you say?
He's doing his drop your pocket. I love that.
They go to Barkley
Bro, there's
again.
no way.
And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
For a second, they're going to slow down and get their defense on their heels. And right now is their best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
Dominating performance by the Eagles. Now Elliott looking to add on.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. First down, they're on with
Bro,
Barkley.
I was wearing free passes,
It's a nice
bro.
gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, and not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some.
It's called the Bible. That's the owner's manual. Stupid.
Hurts bringing on 3rd and short. His first throw is an interception. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens get it back. He intercepts it for the 2nd time this game.
Just love that number right there. As he made the pick every important decision return. And I know the Bills have giving him the ball. Down and stop the potential pick 6. I think everybody else has
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Freedom is the ability to inspire. The most sacred thing in life isn't the path. It's the freedom to choose something. You don't have to be friends with
That's the end of
someone.
one here in Super Bowl 59. Either side separated much so far.
But our differences can be our strength. So choose, but choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy.
Welcome back.
My
It's
friends,
set,
my
so
family.
let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from
This
New
team
Orleans.
makes me happy.
They've got 1st and 10 here. Looking to add to their lead. Joining us in class for the Baltimore The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good. Can you hear running back coaches say this? Slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explode for the touchdown.
Jackson throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the ball correctly. On the spot.
Who got started in '87 with CBS.
Now we
on quarterback.
Catch you later, man.
Hey, have fun.
Nice place.
Good meeting you. Hey, see you later, big up.
Good meeting you too.
It might not ever
Yes.
be the best. Don, we love you. 37-6 Philadelphia. 9:51 to go.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Turnable from the 2. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before he can get to the 30.
Defense is Vic Fangio defense. #1 defense all year long. They've been great again tonight. 5 sacks, no interceptions, and a pick 6. And the
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Pennsylvania, as a Philly sports fan, has a chance to be immortalized forever.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right to the air. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goddard. And now it's 2nd down.
Mahomes selling, bro.
He's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll go from the
This is one of those situations where you want to watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the side, look at his own line, and go, what am I supposed to do there? Not over top at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, they give it for us up here in the booth. It looked like a scene out of a movie. And they start running out, scans a field for a lane. The clock's going just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. He's got open space, nothing but the end zone in front of him.
You get a little discount for Apple Cheese and Best Buy.
So they take Williams on the crossbar.
So
They
now
missed
after
that. The
his
6th
second
sack
missed
of the
point
Eagles. So
after the
Williams
game,
gets his
he's
first
hoping to
sack
strike this
and
one a little better as he kicks it away.
As a team, they're one
It's a
off the
return
Super Bowl
from the
record of
7.
7 sacks. But that has
Finds
been
some
the story
space.
of the
He's
game.
past the
There is
30.
no doubt.
And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again.
And now a chance.
And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive. I think just as big a goal. You gotta play great football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group. Like, just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off the turnover with ease. But back-to-back, even the seasoned vets.
It's an interception. Jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
All the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role.
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The
It
Ravens.
was like 20 bucks for the chat.
He fumbled it and he touchdown.
I just take a picture of the problem and it tells you that.
Guys, this might not look good for Kayden.
To beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate. This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
Tucker on for the extra point. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his third missed PAT in this ball game. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We are at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles trailing on the scoreboard. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Ravens take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Oh man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First down, here's Lamar. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Andrews with the catch. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Lamar now from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he works this to the 38. Now we stop.
He just okay. I just witnessed someone. He literally went for the person. Oh my goodness! You timed out. This is a blowout, man.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, Jackson flushed out of the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Goddard makes the catch. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
All right, back to the ground game here. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's headed back. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Vacates quickly left side. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they pick him off again! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's up. and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They run it with Saquon. Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. So we're winding down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they continue to trail by.
Kayden almost got 3 points, but missed it barely.
I hate to say this, Kate, but the only
Could've
thing
done.
they're playing for is to avoid a goose egg. And what may have been their last chance to do so just missed. Hadn't been their day on offense, or apparently on special teams either.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. It's Henry on the counter. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Ravens rolling here in a laugher. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not gonna make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they...
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! The 40 hits the 20. And he finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points.
Well, I know you, Kayden, you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He lays out for it and makes the catch. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup, and they're 3 away on 2nd and goal.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Ravens are running them out of the building. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. All right, I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Game well decided. How does a former player like yourself feel about that decision?
Yeah, whatever you think your answer is, Kate, you're right. I don't think there's anybody that likes this, and I don't think it really is a case when you're up this big. You're just trying to embarrass your opponent, and you better be careful.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. And that does it. The Baltimore Ravens are once again Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Roger Goodell on hand to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.
All right, we're going.
Got to the finals. I don't know. I don't play video games. I was just pressing random buttons.
Some people in your life that are a part of this journey with you. And in moments like this, everybody's celebrating. And it's just a magical feeling knowing that you as an athlete, you've reached the mountaintop, you've reached the pinnacle of success in this league.
All right.